Yo, what's going on? Dave Colombo Jenkins with the One More Thing Daily. This is the second week of our daily updates at 3 p.m. every single day, Monday to Friday, letting you know what's going on in the One More Thing world, but also letting you know what's going on in the wider world of bass. And there's nothing that lets you know what's going on in the wider world of bass more than our Freshest drum and bass playlist. Yes, if you didn't know already, link is in the description, but chances are you already do. We run the Freshest drum and bass playlist. It was actually, historically, it's really important for the development of One More Thing. It was the very first thing that I kind of put the One More Thing logo to. It was developed and curated by Simulate, kind of around about 2020. He did an absolutely amazing job for years. Like, the bulk of its 14,800 followers all came from Simulate back in the day. He reached a stage where it was no longer a concern for him. It was no longer something that he could prioritize in his life, so I took it over. Thank you very much to James Magnitude, who kind of facilitated that little merger. And it was the very first way that I announced One More Thing, was through the Freshest drum and bass playlist. It's an amazing way. I found that I'd never really done playlists before I did that, and it was an amazing way of keeping up to date with absolutely everything and reminding yourself just how much amazing music comes out every single week, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of releases. Anybody who says like, oh man, the music's getting boring, you're just not digging hard enough. Like, seriously, there is so much stuff. Yes, there is a lot of guff, but there's always been a lot of guff. I'm going to say I quite often slag off guff and mainstream stuff. I'm not going to on this. Just talking about the quality of drum and bass, the amount of awesome stuff that comes out. So every single week we've been updating the Freshest drum and bass playlist. It was me for a long time. Now it's my colleague Mark, and he's a successful mentor. He's a massive integral part of the One More Thing operations, a successful mentee who has been working with me since August last year, and at one point earlier on this year he took on the playlist, and now it's his responsibility there. So you can get him. His email address is down in the description below if you want to send him your music and stuff like that. I'd say he does an even better job than I do curating it. He's really focused by it, and it was a huge inspiring thing for him to be listening to the playlist and stuff during the lockdown times as well. So it's a kind of significant thing for him, and he takes real pride in it. I'm actually going to pass over to Mark in a moment. He's going to give you some highlights and give you a bit more background on the Freshest drum and bass playlist. So if you don't already follow it, please do. Link is in the description. I'd love to see it get over 15,000 likes. I'd like to see it get 20,000 likes, 25,000 likes. It's so relevant and it's up to date, and we check everything, all of the download stores, all of the promos and everything. Try and leave no stone unturned. I'm really prioritize the more underground ones and the hidden gems rather than the most obvious shiny gems, let's say. So I'm going to pass it over to Mark in one moment. I just want to highlight a couple of other things that are going on with One More Thing this week. We're going to be doing a live interview with Gooder, the Twitch sensation. So we're going to be doing that later on this week. You'll be able to see that on YouTube and on Twitch. We're also going to be speaking to Plasmator as well, the night before his debut album is released. So that's on Thursday. Right now, if you look down there, there is a link for an interview and a mix with a DJ called Dorpy. She's absolutely killing it. Bristol based. Her mix is amazing. It goes right across the board. A little bit of multi-genre stuff in there, but proper upfront D&B and jungle. But when it comes to upfront D&B and jungle, it doesn't get any more upfront than the Freshest drum and bass playlist. So I am going to switch over to Mark in a moment. He's going to update you on all things Fresh. Please follow the playlist. Please support what we do. If you can support us in any other way via Patreon and things like that, then please do. Please like and subscribe, and come back at 3 p.m. tomorrow for another update from one of the team. Probably me, but one of the team. Here's Mark.
What's happening, people? It's your boy Mark Chiz. Hope you are all doing well. I've got a little update for you. Actually, it's not a little update. So yesterday I added 160 tracks to the Freshest drum and bass playlist over on Spotify. Now, usually every week on a Sunday, I will update that playlist with all the freshest releases from the drum and bass world. Now, whatever tickles your pickle drum and bass wise, there's gonna be something on that playlist for you. So ones to watch out for this week are definitely the Maycor's Kyoto EP, Morizel and Haynes with a great double release, Critical's New Energy Volume 2 features some amazing up-and-coming artists and some well-known ones too. Also got to give a shout out to Yamatai Records. Their Hosuto VA is sort of like a fusion with MCs. So every single track on that VA features an MC, and it's absolutely bloody wicked. Also got to give a shout out to Receptor. Receptor is back, so all the Neuro fans will be absolutely loving that as well. And I've also got to mention Joe Ford's remix of Final Fix's Hypocrites. It's an absolute banger. Annex and Mephius's Shai Hulud is also on the playlist. That is an absolute tune and has been doing some damage on the dance floors for quite a while now, I think. I just want to give a quick shout out to Simulate. Simulate is the original creator of the Freshest drum and bass playlist, and he kindly passed the reins over to One More Thing in the last couple of years, and now I'm lucky enough to curate that playlist that I used to listen to on a weekly basis, like during lockdown and that. So yeah, what a full circle moment. Big love to Simulate, what a guy. So yeah, I want to also give a shout out to like all the producers who maybe release individually. So what we're going to do is in the comments below, we're going to paste my my email address. So individual releases, send me over your links, because if it's fresh and it's drum and bass, I want it on the playlist. We're also going to put a link to the playlist down in the description as well. But yeah, I've said the ones to watch out for. Have a wonderful week, guys, and see you very soon.